Okay, welcome back to IT Performance and my project for this case. I have a couple of ideas on how I want to go ahead with this. But first of all, I have a new purchase which is to do with this, and that is the Blitz kit. So this is used for cleaning out the radiator. This jobby. So I'll get it all set up, and before I start filling it, I will clean the radiator. Let's see what comes in this kit. So I purchased this kit in New Zealand. Ooh. And it cost me all of $40, including courier. Comes with a pH testing strips. I assume that's some instructions. Oh, part 2. Part 1, part 2. Now part 1 I believe is just for cleaning the radiator. Part 2 is to neutralize all of the acid, because part 1 uses acid. Part 2 is to neutralize that. So a measuring cup, some safety goggles, and some rubber gloves. So that's cool. That came with everything you need, and we'll see how well that goes. But before we do that, because I don't want to clean it, because it cleans out all the oxidation that's happened inside the radiator from time of manufacture up to the point when you clean it. So I want to keep it that as clean as possible and as free of oxidization inside as possible. Okay, so my sneaky plan. Okay, so my dastardly plan is to mount the radiator like this. So the inlet and outlet come out the front, and I'm planning on taking them through these rubber grommets back into the case, and see how that goes. So what I will need to do is do a bit of a test, which will involve the radiator, some hose, and a fitting. I have a spare fitting in here. So we don't need the cover on. So let's just screw that in. We don't need to do it all as tight as possible. Just loose is fine for the moment. Actually, I might take that off. What's the best way to do this? No. Then I can, so that will come through there, and then the same on this side, and hopefully the bend won't be too tight and cause kinkage of the hose. So I don't want to put that on too tight either, because that can be extremely difficult to get off. So much so that I'm not sure you even need the cover to tighten it up. Okay, so that will go in there, one on each side, and that's basically in as far as that needs to go. And then that's, you can see, not sure if you can see, but there's a kink right there on that hose. So what I need to do, next part that I need to do is get the front cover. Where is that? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you, boy? Oh, there it is. How did I miss that? Okay, so let's stick that on there. I'm sure that's the right way around. Line everything up. And gently push it on. Gently push it on. And that would mount up right there. Now, there is a bit of kinkage going on. I'm not sure I want it pushed up directly against the glass, but there is definitely kinkage going on. So what I may have to do is, can I get that off? Yes, I can. What is another option is to get the same effect is one of my 45-degree bends. So let's screw that on. Screw that on there. Oh, how will that go? How will that look? And then that hose will attach. I don't want to scratch my nice black radiator. The hose goes on there. And see how that plays out. And that is actually worse. And you know why it's worse? Because it's pushing the whole hose further towards the glass. So what I may have to do is get a right angle bend on there instead of 45-degree bend. That would certainly work. But how much would that end up hiding of the actual hose? How much gap is there? Okay. The other thing is, let's see if I can undo this. Another option is to put it upside down. No, that's not an option. That is not an option. Well, it sort of is. But then I don't have as many mounting points as I would like. And then that would run the hose more visibly through the front of the case. How would that impact airflow? Not as much as I originally thought, because there is actually quite a large gap behind there. Okay, 90-degree bends it is. 90-degree bends it is. See, if I was doing hard tubing, I could possibly get the bend to work with just the tubing, but I'm not going to play with that just yet. That will be for a future build. Okay, so let's take this off. That is a pain. Yeah, there we go. Put that back down out of the way. Okay, so the plan is have a 90-degree coming up here, run the hose through the front, although I may not even need to do it through the side because there'll be such a big gap behind. That sits there. Stay. That goes on there. No, I like it more coming through the rubber siding because that sort of clears it out of the way. More gives more space in the case rather than having sort of like, instead of having the tubing going through the middle of the case, it's also going to be sort of nice and tidy around the sides, which will hopefully help with the airflow. Okay, so let's put that back again. Okay, so that means that would come through here, then across and over. That's onto the CPU block. Then the CPU block will go around to, where's it gone? Oh look, there it is. Okay, so we have a radiator, we have a hose, and we have a pump. In and out. Wow, that doesn't beat all. So what I was planning on doing was having my pump over here, but it would be better for the pump to be, where would it be better for the pump to be? It would be, oh no, that's fine. That's dandy. The pump, if we move this around if I can. Ooh, nice and oh, that's like a tightening thingy. If I attach that to there, then the in can come in here from the block, the out can go out here to the radiator. Look at that. It's a plan. It's a plan. It's a lovely plan. And I can potentially run the cabling behind through here and behind the pump bracket. Oh, look at that. Is there any more to the pump bracket? I'm not sure that there is. So where do these things screw in? They screw in there. I have to figure out well, I don't have to figure out. I'm sure there will be instructions somewhere. Look, like there. How to fix my pump. Because I can't mount it on the bottom. So that's the plan, I think. Put the pump there, radiator there, hose coming through here, into the radiator, out here, to the motherboard, and back and across. Out of the motherboard and into the pump. So, that is a plan. What I will need to do next is just figure out, it's going to be fun, well, how to route all these cables and where to route all the cables. Stay tuned. Come back for the next one because it's going to be interesting and fun. See it come together. All right. Great stuff. See you next time.